welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. I want to say a special hello and welcome to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for your support of me and of each other here at this channel. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being so kind to me, so kind to each other. You have beautiful souls, and I'm so glad you're attracted to this place. If you're finding yourself here for the very first time, please welcome. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we're all friends at my table. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the person on your mind and how do they think you feel for them? What is their opinion of how you currently feel for them, and what do they wish they could say to you? So we do have 3 piles in front of you today to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the yellow flower and the blue aragonite stone. We have pile number 2 with the cream flower and the amethyst cluster. And we have pile number 3 with the pink flower and the hagstone. If you have any interest in where I get some of my larger stones here, you can check out the link below, Earth Family Crystals. It's a beautifully ethically sourced crystal company located in BC, Canada. So you can check out the link below. But I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, the topic is the person on your mind. What do they think you feel for them? What is their opinion of how you're feeling currently about the situation, and what do they wish they could say to you? Pile number 1. My timestamps will be listed below. Hello, pile number 1, all of you who are drawn to the blue aragonite stone here, big beautiful blue, and the yellow flower. This is your reading. The person on your mind, how do they think you view them? How do they think you currently feel for them? And at the end, we'll do some messages of what they would like to say to you. So how does this person currently think you view them? What do they think your opinion of them is? This person on your mind. So we have the 7 of Swords. So there's a sneakiness about it. So they could feel like you are hiding some things from them. You are hiding your true feelings. 2 of Swords. Yeah, you're not being honest with your feelings for them. How does this person think you feel for them? And 8 of Pentacles. They think that you are stuck in a situation where you're unable to speak to them freely. So take that as it resonates here. We have the 10 of Swords on the back of the deck already here, and it's like they wonder if you are kind of done, if you're going to get tired of waiting to kind of be able to speak to them. They think that they worry that sometimes you'll be finished with them, but they think that you probably do want to communicate with them if you are not in communication with them currently. How do they think that you feel for them? We have the 9 of Cups. So that's kind of a bit of a cocky type of message coming through with the 9 of Cups here. It's really talking about how this person feels like, sorry, my dog's sighing loudly. He's upset because he hasn't had his lunch yet. Just this cockiness of like, this person really values me. They really think I'm a dream come true. They secretly want me. They secretly want to be with me. So they do have this idea that you are kind of in this, that your heart is in this. But you could be stuck in a situation where you can't clearly make a choice between 2 people or 2 places or 2 situations with that 2 of Swords. Judgment, yeah. They think that you want a new beginning with them. They think that you would like to have a fresh start, but that there is a situation or something holding you back from doing so. The 5 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Back of the deck energy here is the King of Wands with the Star. So this person definitely has the impression that you are holding out hope for this connection. And it could be the fact that it's mirrored energy, and I feel like it could be very well mirrored energy for some of you. There's this sense of secrecy, and they are acknowledging that this is probably secret feelings that you're not sharing with other people. It's like they assume that you feel lost without them in a sense. They assume that you feel left out in the cold and that you're not very happy in your current circumstances is what they're feeling. And this again could be wishful thinking. but they just have this assumption that you are really plodding forward in life, but secretly pining for them and wanting a new beginning. And they have these hopes that you're having these fantasies about them as well. So take that as it resonates here. Five of Swords, though. Acknowledging that there could have been some sort of there could be anger issues as well under the surface, that you still could be angry about something from the past as well, despite the fact that you have all of these really deep-seated feelings for this person and the desire to communicate with them. So take that as it resonates. What does this person wish they could say to you? They wish that they could tell you that, you know, despite their appearances, that things are kind of lonely on their end as well. That they're feeling lonely, they're holding out hope. Ten of Swords, though. The Ten of Swords is like, sometimes logic takes over in my mind and I wonder if I'm holding out hope for nothing with the Ten of Swords. They wish that they could tell you that they think that you're very attractive, that they value how you look. The Empress is really associated with motherhood as well. So for some of you, that could resonate with the fact that you're a parent and they're acknowledging that you've grown into quite a beautiful person, into quite a well-rounded and vivacious person. And they really put you on a pedestal. Here's the King of Cups. Like, they're holding out secret feelings too. And it's like this ideology that your dream come true. They share that ideology, and that's why it's kind of like that narcissistic idea that a narcissist will only accuse you of something that they themselves are guilty of. And that's really what they're kind of doing here. They're like accusing you of like wishing for this connection, when actually they actually wish for this connection very acutely. They wish for it. It's kind of an over-emotional type of feeling too with that King of Cups. Three of Cups. They wish they could tell you that they miss your friendship. In some cases, I'm getting that message. They miss your friendship, and in some cases, they wanted to be kind of taken out of the friend zone, and they feel like they didn't get the opportunity to do that. They want to acknowledge that they have grown up, and they want you to see them in a different light. They want you to know that they want you to see them as this emperor, as this divine masculine energy, as somebody secure and somebody that you can depend on. They really want you to feel like you can depend on them. And they are not showing their emotion, though. Despite the fact that over here they're very emotional, now they're like, but I've grown up now, and I'm secretly holding these emotions, but I can hold them back too. I can armor myself and be stoic and be a leader and charge forth. But these are very secret feelings that this person is having towards you. Happy, happy. They really want you to be happy, paramount. Like it's that sense with the Empress of putting you on that pedestal. They want you to be happy, and that's what they're really holding out hope for as well. That at the end of the day, even if you're in disconnect, that you're happy. We have chaos and conflict. So for some of you, there just may be a situation that has some practical concerns. The King of Pentacles and the Emperor are both like father-like energies here. And with the Three of Cups showing up, it can be indicative of a third-party situation. So take that as it resonates. But there's an acknowledgement here that there's an inability to move towards you because of a fear of change, a fear of chaos, a fear of irreversible. I wanted to use the word damage, but it's like irreversible change, not being able to take something back. So we have To the Sea at the back of the deck, which really talks about going with the flow and surrendering to a situation. Advice for group number one, please. What's the person I wish they could say there? We have grief. And again, with that friendship component, I feel like I've lost my best friend in that card, and I get enveloped by that sometimes. That King of Cups is sometimes very overly emotional. negative gossip. Somebody in this connection is concerned about appearances and are concerned about what other people say. And there is a certain amount of victim mentality in the person that you're thinking about. They kind of are a bit over dramatic, perhaps at times. So take that as it resonates. But we do have the victim card at the back of the deck. And that does talk about over dramatics, and it does talk about kind of putting our seeds of expectation, these beautiful acorns of expectation and our hopes and dreams, and putting them in the wrong conditions, planting them when they're not ready, and still expecting great results. And it is really truly about centering ourselves with logic and taking this potential that exists in a situation and planting it at the right time and in the right conditions so that it can actually bloom into abundance. So this person could have a sense of victim mentality where they're like, this is happening to me and it's, nothing can be done and I don't know what to do. They're trying to project themselves as this leader, but emotionally they're kind of feeling overwhelmed. And they are concerned about other people's opinions and what will be thought of them as well. That's a big thing for this person. Let's get some messages from them and see what they would say. Couldn't find the deck. Messages from this person. What do they wish they could say to you? Do you miss us the way that I do? Do you miss us? I'm losing hope. And there's that 10 of Swords mentality of letting go of an idea that you've become really set upon. I knew the first moment I saw you that this was an important connection. An acknowledgement of that zing, that moment. I don't know how to fix things. I don't know how to move forward in this. I miss you regardless of how things look on the outside. And that Emperor is very guarded in his energy, as is that King of Pentacles. Taurus is very stubborn. They don't like to be emotional, and it's like that sense of like getting so angry that you start crying, like that's how they have these outbursts. You send me mixed signals is on the back of that deck. I had the deck I wanted to use. There it is. Whoops. I have an explosion. What would this person say if they could say anything right now, please? What do they want to say? I made the wrong choice in the past. I fantasize about being with you. And that's that King of Wands there. You fascinate me. Ooh, I miss your touch. But I think you're too good for me. You make me weak in the knees. Wait, this one's two-sided. It says, I can give you what you need. And it says, but they are not you. So I don't know if there is a third party for some of you watching. Take it as it resonates. I did not believe in magic until I saw you. Charm pull for group 1, please. What does this person think? What do they think you feel for them? Let's go back to that original question for the charm bowl. What do they think you feel for them? Again, the Two of Swords came out, the Magician and the Five of Cups. They think you have regrets. They think you feel like you've missed opportunities and that you are stuck in indecision. They feel like you would like to communicate with them. That's what they're thinking. That you're kind of stuck in this place of indecision as well, and that you want to speak with them, and that there's regret here. So we have Gemini in the bowl. We have Aquarius with 2 stars, 3 stars in the bowl. Technically 4 with if you have the moon with the little star and fairy, which is about secretly hoping for something that seems impossible to have or to behold. We have the arrow, we have a guitar, and we have a charm that says, thou shalt not bear false witness. So it's truly about not lying. It's about speaking our truth. It's about not leaving these big connections, these deep-seated feelings, not leaving them under tabs and not sharing them, in lieu of masks and other people's opinions and gossip. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you. This is what your person assumes you feel and think about them and the situation. These are some of their thoughts that they wish you knew. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that I post. You can find me on Instagram. I'm on Etsy offering personal readings, and if you go to my page and it's empty, it just means that I've sold out for the day, so please check back at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays. I hope that you come back and visit me today or another day or any day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day today. Bye. Hello everybody in group number 2. You were drawn to the cream flower or perhaps to the amethyst cluster, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what do they assume you feel for them and this current situation you find yourselves in? So how do they assume you feel for them? What is their assumption about how you feel? What do they think you're feeling for them in this connection? We have the King of Cups with the Two of Pentacles here. How do they think you're feeling? Four of Cups. So they think that, you know, this is kind of similar energy to the first deck here. Let's clarify that King of Cups. How do they think you're feeling for them? We'll also look into messages of what do they want to say to you as well. We have the Nine of Cups. Interesting. This is very similar energy to the first pile. You might want to check that out as well. What do they think you feel for them? Ten of Pentacles. What do you think they feel for you? We have the Ace of Cups. Back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So, Six of Cups is a beautiful, we have Knight of Cups as well. So there's a lot of love wrapped up in this reading right now. There's a lot of emotion wrapped up, and this person really assumes that you have very strong affinity for them, that you really wish that you were with them. There is this sense here in the center, in the current energy here at the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, a sense of balance issues and a sense of responsibility, maybe juggling two different situations. And they assume that you're not happy in your current situation. If you are married, if you are kind of stable in a situation or relationship, they assume you're not happy there and that you really actually would like to extend an offer to them. They assume you want to return to the connection at some point, or that there's a desire there in your heart in the very least. Because the Six of Cups is truly about, it's about homecoming. It's about young love, first love. It's like that's a very special, you know, the first time you fall in love with somebody, and it really represents that beautiful energy of that. And so they assume that you're not very happy, or they have this impression that your love actually lies emotionally with them, and that whatever current state you're in is more of a practicality than it comes to what, as far as emotional connection. They don't feel like you're emotionally connected where you are. They think it's more of a practical issue that you're sitting in currently, and that your emotions actually do lie with them. Let's see what they're feeling for you. What do they wish they could say? What do they wish they could say, please, Spirit? Two of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles again. And it's interesting that we have like Wands and Cups on the outside here, and we still have the Pentacles in the center. It's like I'm also dealing with practicalities in life, and I want closure in this situation, and I'm very curious about where this could lead, and I have made these fantastical plans in my mind about, you know, the potential here, and I really want to pursue that, but I'm stuck in my position, so I'm going to kind of just stick my head down and work. It's like I'm putting all of my focus into all of my tasks and my responsibilities. There is an essence here as well that this could be somebody you met in school. What do they wish they could say to you? That if you feel like you are kind of torn between two places, they feel the same way. And they have a desire to come charging towards you, though, with some emotional vulnerability. For some of you, they feel like they have felt this way about you for a very long time. And they have this sense of responsibility now. It's like they want to see it through to the end. They want to know where that potential could have lied. And it's like a sense of, there's a chip on their shoulder now, a little bit jaded when it comes to life and love in general, I feel, with the Four of Cups. And again, and I said this in the first pile, and you might want to check pile number 1 out, because it's very similar in this kind of tone, with this attitude of, you know, them accusing you of feelings that they themselves have, because the original spread was, you know, how do they think you're feeling, and they really feel like your wishes lie. In fact, even the 9 of Cups came out, and I believe it even came out in that position perhaps, but it's truly about how they are reflecting their feelings onto you and what they assume you're feeling. And again, it could be mirrored energy here, but they are actually not very happy in their current situation with the Four of Cups present. It's like, I'm not appreciating the gifts I have in life. They are holding out hope here with the star energy, Aquarius, at the back of the deck. What do they wish they could say? 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords, back of deck energy with the King of Wands. That they do lose sleep over this, that you infiltrate their dreams. They would like to build a foundation with you. They would like something sturdy to stand upon when it comes to this connection. They feel very unbalanced in their current situation, and they have a lot of anxiety when it comes to ideas of approach as well. We have Imagine. We also have Deep Knowing. So this person wishes that they could communicate with you, that they do fantasize about you quite a bit. And I feel like it's a lot in the nighttime. I feel like there's a lot of clarity that comes in for them at night when they're able to have their own thoughts to themselves, and that's kind of a time to pause what's going on in their life and all their responsibilities on their plate. It's kind of their time to dream and to really hold out that hope. We saw the Aquarius energy poking out earlier, and really we can see the Deep Knowing card here is speckled with all of those stars, just all of the hope that they have that somewhere down the line your paths will meet again. We have Message in the Bottle at the back of the deck. It's like, I've cast my wishes to the sea and now I'm just waiting. Surrender to the divine. They want to let you know that they are just sort of going with the flow right now. They want you to know that their actions are not reflective of their true state or their true desires. They hope that your actions aren't reflective of your true state and your desires as well. They're just trying to figure things out in the now. Believe in the impossible. And again, there's that sense with the Imagine card and even with the Deep Knowing card that they recognize and can kind of appreciate the fact that this connection is very deep-seated and that it's not going to really go anywhere for them. And they don't want to lose hope in that. They don't want to lose hope in the possibility that there could be a place for you. It's getting very sunny in here. The sun is shifting so much. What do they wish they could say? Rejection. They really want you to know that they're terrified of being rejected by you. And that those fears that are floating around in their head, you know, plague them when they're in the midst of their priorities. And that's what they kind of go over and over in their mind when they're supposed to be working is you know, the possible ways that they could be rejected and the possible ways in which they could be hurt in this situation. And they are kind of focused in a negative mindset. We do have the Abundance card coming, Abundance card coming out, which is a beautiful reminder of staying in the now and really focusing on tasks that move us forward instead of focusing on things that kind of keep us stagnant. We have impartiality at the back of the deck, so there's a balance issue here as well, and it really is a call for patience. What does this person wish they could say? What do they wish they could tell you? We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And we also have finances and career are a factor right now. So this person wants to communicate that they acknowledge the connection is there, that they think you're special, and they think that no one else in their life has ever affected them this way. But there is this idea of building up a foundation. They're like telling you that they're sort of getting started right now. They don't have a lot to offer, or they feel like they don't have a lot to offer. There are practical concerns here that they need to take care of. We have love yourself first on the back of that deck. Let's get some messages from this person. Where is it? If this person could say anything to you right now, what would they say to you? No one knows I still think about you. I keep it a secret. But the longing eats away at me. I cannot make the first move towards you. Oh, I dropped it, sorry. Two of them. I wish I had been more honest. Almost dropped it. I don't know how to tell you the truth. Two again. I did not follow my heart, and I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm gonna have to adjust this curtain or something. It's very bright in here. It's hard for me to focus on the card. I dream of being reckless. And that card always comes up when somebody is, you know, in a third-party situation or stuck in a situation where they sometimes just want to throw caution to the wind and not care about other people. They don't want to care about other people's feelings or opinions or the fallout. They just want to act. But I don't know how to fix things. A charm bowl for group 2, please. What does this person, let's go back to the original question. What does this person assume you feel for them? What do they think your feelings are for this situation? We have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the Moon. So they think that you have some concerns of your own, practically speaking, and they think that you're kind of fearful of losing the things in your life that you've gained with the 4 of Pentacles. It's kind of like it's like a fear of loss, and they think that you're holding back secret feelings, and they think that you're not able to share how you truly feel, that you feel bound in life, bound to act. So we have PD, police department perhaps. We have M. We have the Eiffel Tower in the bowl, so Paris could be significant. We have I will. We have Cupid's arrow, and we do have the High Priestess in the bowl as well today. So because she holds secrets and she sits on information, and so does this shell, you can't see the inner workings. It talks about spiritual gifts, but also about hiding facts, hiding truth from ourselves and from each other. Group number 2, that is what I have for you. This is how your person assumes you feel for them. These are some of the thoughts they wish they could share with you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and join our family here that we're growing. Please hit the like button, hit the notification bell. You can find me on Instagram. I offer private readings through Etsy. My links are below. But I mostly wish that you would come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody. From group number 3, you were drawn to this big, beautiful Gerbera daisy, or perhaps to the hagstone here, but this is your reading, the person on your mind. What do they assume you feel for them? How do they assume you're feeling? And what do they want to say to you? What does this person on your mind assume you feel for them? What do they think you feel about this connection? How are you feeling currently, group 3? How do they think you're feeling currently, I should say? We all make our assumptions in life about how other people are feeling about us, and oftentimes we're very 100% wrong. So how does this person assume you feel for them? We have the Page of Swords. So they assume you're watching them. They assume you're keeping tabs on their social media. Ace of Wands. How do they assume you feel? The Fool. Let's clarify that Page of Swords, please. How do they think you feel? Eight of Pentacles, Skill. How do they think you feel? Clarifying the Page of Wands, please. We have the Five of Pentacles, Endurance. And how do they think you feel, please, Spirit? The King of Cups. Back of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups. So this person is kind of, with the back of deck being the Ten of Pentacles, this could be somebody that you went to school with. This could be somebody that you really grew up with, perhaps, that you're asking about. This person thinks that you still kind of keep tabs on them on social media, and that may be true, it may be not, but they assume that you do. And they assume that, like, you have felt this way for them for a while. I feel with that Eight of Stones, I see them assuming that you still have a spark inside of you for them after all this time. And I do feel like there could be a disconnect here that has lasted for a while for some of you. But they feel like the home fires are still burning there. They feel like, despite the fact that there's been disconnect in many cases, they assume that you're keeping that flame going, that you're enduring the disconnect, that you're enduring this emotional type of neglect that you're experiencing from them. And they think that, you know, that you would be willing to leap into a relationship with them. They think that you're curious about a future with them, and that there is a deep-seated connection here on your end with the King of Cups present. That is a soulmate energy type of card. It really does talk about a deep-seated love. And the Fool really talks about leaping into the unknown. So there is this ideology from your person that they do assume that you are holding out that flame for them, and that you have a curiosity that has existed for a long time. And again, it could be someone that you went to school with, someone that you really grew up with. It just shows somebody that you've known for a while. And for, again, some of you are disconnected and in the cold right now, been left in the cold. It's a no contact situation. But that home fire is still kind of embering there, is what they're saying. We have the Knight of Cups. There's a hesitancy. It's like they think there's like a shyness. They think you're too shy to kind of make a move, or to kind of speak your truth to them. They think that there's an emotional vulnerability issue, that you're kind of unable to kind of be emotionally vulnerable. But they assume that you're holding out hope for this connection, and that it has always sort of been like, it feels like a crush. They think you have a big crush on them, and that you've always had a crush on them. You've always kind of been watching them from the time that you guys were younger, and it feels like that still. Like they assume you're still crushing pretty hard here. So let's look at their energy towards you. What do they wish that they could say? This is how they think you feel for them. So they think you're crushing pretty hard still. But let's see how they are feeling for you. What do they wish they could say to you? King of Pentacles. They're trying to project themselves as this older person, or as somebody that you would look up to. It's like I would keep thinking my older brother's friend. Like, so take that as it resonates. How does this person feel for you? What do they wish they could say? Queen of Cups. They're really trying to project themselves as somebody who could be a good caretaker towards you. They wish that they want to tell you that they do find you very attractive, and there is a curiosity on their part as well. And they kind of have had fantasies about you, and they've never put them into action, but they've had deep-seated fantasies, and they've had a lot of them. We have the Judgment. Ooh, they would like to tell you that they would like an opportunity for a shift, a little change in the wind here. And they do have regrets for kind of not taking advantage of situations in the past. They have beautiful energy towards you with the Six of Cups on the back of the deck. They want to communicate that, you know, they have very fond memories of you, that they kind of regret not pursuing it to the point of turning it into a full-fledged romantic connection. There is regret there, but they do feel like there is something special about this connection, and they would like to pursue that. They are very curious about it, and they think they've lost the opportunity. They feel like they've lost the chance to do that. They feel like they've knocked over all of their chances, but if they look behind them, they still have chances to kind of pursue things. But it's kind of their own fear inside of them that stops them from actually pushing through that fear at this time. There's a little bit of a fear about maybe you have a bad temper at times. Take that as it resonates with the Queen of Wands. There's been time in the past where maybe you've been a little bit with a bad temper at times with them. But there's just this really an acknowledgement of a wish to return to you. A wish to kind of revisit this and give it a second look is really what I'm hearing in my mind. What does this question I could say? And I should say this too, that we have the King of Cups here, we have the Queen of Cups there. That is the divine masculine and the divine feminine kind of working together here. So they also want to project that they've grown up, and they want to acknowledge that you have also grown, and that is something that they really think about as well. They think about the fact that you have grown physically, and they are curious about that as well. They want you to kind of see them as this King of Pentacles, as this leader, somebody abundant. They've exchanging gifts. Yeah, they want to be generous with you to kind of show off what they've been able to amass, what they've been able to do. And like it goes from this beautiful, simple, like, I picked a flower for you in my youth, to, oh, I can buy you what you want now type of energy. Like, they want you to feel like they've grown, and they want you to be impressed, I feel. We have happy, happy coming out, but this one's coming up with it as well. No place like home. A real acknowledgement, especially here at the back of the deck, never-ending story, of that desire to come back, to this place that feels like home. And it feels, this card is about homecoming. It is about returning to a place where you began. So they're acknowledging that their roots are really what kind of, they've realized, the clarity is there now that that's where their happy place was. And that the potential was there and is still there. They're holding out hope that the potential is still there in this connection. The never-ending story card on the back of that deck means it's not over. It's not over by a long shot in their mind or in their heart. And they hope it's not over for you either. They assume it isn't. We have instinct. So the moon imagery here really tells us about fears that hold us back. And it really talks about secrecy and not being able to share our truth. And this person does sometimes feel like they've lived a double life. We have this two-headed wolf in the imagery as well. But they are sitting on hidden knowledge. It kind of reminds me of the High Priestess, sitting on hidden knowledge they know to be true. We have gratitude. Staying in a place of gratitude is so important. It's a beautiful message just generally for everyone out there to stay present in the moment, because the joy is in the journey. We don't live our life in events. We live it along the way. Magic happens in small increments along the way, and we're supposed to grab onto those increments. But we can't if we're not in a state of gratitude. If we're in a state of negativity, then we just keep pushing forth negativity, and eventually that becomes a part of our personality, and it kind of gets forged into the plan, and we don't want that. We have soulmate at the back of the deck, and this is a soulmate card, as is that King of Cups. So very apt to have that card come out for you. What does this person, whoopsie daisy. What does this person wish they could say to you? Release your ex. Some of you, this person feels like you are stuck in some sort of situation, and perhaps they want you to release that situation. And in other cases, they sometimes get plagued by the sadness, the regret, the Five of Cups energy here, and it makes them want to just be able to let it go. You have express your love. Go ahead and make it the romantic gesture. And that's what they dream about and fantasize about doing as well. They fantasize about making those moves. We have chemistry at the back of the deck. Insane chemistry between the two of you. Let's get some messages here. What would they say if they could say anything, please, Spirit? What would they say if they could say anything? It's always been you is the first message. That message has been coming out a lot lately. I still feel jealous over you. Sorry about the noise. It's so loud today. I am haunted by us. So I feel like this person does lose sleep. It follows them around. I'm watching from the outside. Which is interesting because we started with that Page of Swords, and I've said this in all three piles today because there's very similar energies in the first two piles. And, you know, oftentimes people will accuse you of doing things that they themselves are guilty of. So that Page of Swords, you know, they accuse you of watching them, but they're actually watching you. So I feel stuck. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late is on the back of this deck. And I'm going to grab a different deck. Small one here. This person say if they could say anything right this moment, please, Spirit. You are the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Bunch out there. That's plenty. Okay, we got lots here. Whoopsie. Nothing brings me peace. Nothing brings me peace in this situation. I want to start over. The only thing that makes me happy is you. And we have truce. Was there a falling out? Do they want to forget the past in some cases? I'm scared of your temper. And we mentioned, you know, that Queen of Wands here having a temper earlier. So that's interesting. This just doesn't feel right, the separation. You are the only thing that I lie about. We have sleepless nights. And we have, I want to take a risk with you. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Charm bowl to group 3. And we'll take it back to that original question about what does this person assume you feel for them? What do they think you're feeling right now for them? So here, you know, we have the Sun, so Leo energy in the Bull, the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. And that's deep heartache, losing sleep, anxiety, depression even. This whole adage here on your cards about, you know, you're the only thing that makes me happy. The only thing that makes me happy is you. Sleepless nights. This doesn't feel right. It's really a reflection of their feelings. So they are assuming that you feel very similar to them. So we have the Strength Ruin, and it really talks about powerfully overcoming forces that are against you. And that's what they really want to see here. We have, whoops, I'm so sorry about the wobble. We have the L in the bowl. We have a dime here, and it's from 2009, so the 10th of the month or October could be significant. We have Love and Beloved. And when I see the Love and Beloved charm, I think of my name, Amy, so take that as it resonates because it means beloved. We have the Dolphin, which is a reminder for us to go with the flow. It's also an animal of expression. It has to come up to the surface to express itself. And it truly calls upon us to stay present in the present moment and to enjoy ourselves fully. It's a very playful, intelligent animal. Use your time wisely, it warns us. We have the mermaid tail in the bowl as well. So in many cases, you feel like a siren that kind of calls out to them from the depths. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love to have you join our community and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that I have posted. Please check out my links below from Etsy for personal readings and on Instagram. And I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.